guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying out some new products. One of them is not new, but it's new to me, which is the Jackie Aina palette that she collabs with Anastasia. It's so pretty. I love these shades. It's what's on my eyes right now. For the face, I had a couple of new products that I tried and a couple of products that I already had tried, but not enough to do like a full review on. So I used some newish products in my video, but today these are like the main star, which is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. And I also picked up their setting spray. I had not tried that yet. I love their tinted moisturizer, so I was super excited to try this out. As you can see, the skin is looking nice, but if you want to see how it applies and how it wears, then keep watching this video to see how I got this look, and stay tuned to the end to see my final thoughts on the foundation. Prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using the ABH eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to use this buffing brush to buff it in on my eyelids. So I know this is not new, but it's new to me. I just got it and I'm so excited to play with it. I love these types of tones. I love like warm tones, pinks and purples. But I actually want to play with the colors sponsored today. So I'm gonna kind of recreate a look that both Juicy Jazz and OMG Lashes did. They're very similar. So I'm going to try and do that type of look today. I'll insert pictures here what their looks look like with credit. And I'm just going to pack that like in my crease and my outer crease. Also, my outer corner over here. And I want to do the same thing on the other eye before I can go to the next step. And with the same brush, I'm just going to go into edges, and we're gonna blend it out. Actually, first I'm gonna stamp edges and then blend it out with this other end. With this side, I'm going to dip into ginger just one time, tap off the excess, and start buffing all these colors outwards. The brush back into edges, still buffing out. This palette is so pretty, and I know I'm late on getting it. I just really contemplated if I want it or not, just because Anastasia is a very pricey brand for me. And I had a lot of things going on. My dog has a heart condition, so his vet bills are pretty high, and I just wasn't sure if I wanted to buy something that pricey yet. But on Anastasia's website, they were having a sale on all of their collabs, and then with an additional 20% off. And I was like, all right, bet, like I'm getting that. And they were even having a sale with their shipping. It was like half the price for 2-day shipping. So I was like, you know what, I can splurge $5 more for shipping. Is a Real Techniques detail brush, and I'm going to do a half cut crease using the ABH eyeshadow primer. I love this primer because it's so opaque and has like a thick consistency that you, instead of using concealer, which is what most people usually do for cut creases, you can just use this primer and it works just as good. This flat brush, it's from Shop Miss A Studio. It's the number E131. I'm gonna go into Sponsored from the Jackie Aina palette, and I'm just gonna pack that right where we put the primer. That's such a pretty color. Like, to be honest, this was the main reason why I bought the palette, because of this color. I don't have a palette where I have a color like this, and I thought it was so unique. I was like, wow, like I need that. A little bit of edges and buff out this outer corner. I kind of want it flicked out like a wing. Is it too late to do that? It might have been too late to do that. I'm probably just fucking it up. I think I fucked it up. I'm obsessed with wanting to wing out my eyeshadow when it always comes out crappy. And I'm just here now like, well, I can't go back. I'm not gonna redo this. I'm already here. So I just have to make it work now. I don't like it. I'm gonna attempt to take it off. It off. I'm just gonna, I felt that outer edge. I'm very indecisive. I can never just stick with one. As I'm doing something that I've already set my mind on doing it, I'm like, you know what, no, let me just fuck it up real quick. Okay, before I mess this up anymore, let me just go in with the face. To prime my face, I'm gonna be using the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer 12-hour makeup grip. It plumps, moisturizes, and perfects makeup. And it's grippy. Like, once it's on your skin, it has that grip feeling. Just like the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I love that primer. It's actually one of my favorites. And ooh, this was so cooling on the skin. I've only tried this once, so I haven't really like paid attention to it, but this feels so nice. Like, it feels like your makeup's gonna last all day. Picked up the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Foundation. I love their tinted moisturizer. So when I saw that they came out with this, I ran to Ulta as soon as I could after figuring out my shade match. I actually picked up the wrong shade at first and it was way too dark, like orange. So I went back again, picked up a different shade. Now here we are. So I'm starting off with one pump on my hands. I got the shade medium ADW. I hope it's a good match. It feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. So far I'm seeing that natural finish that it claims to have. It says it's supposed to be a medium coverage, which I do think it is. I mean, it's more coverage than their tinted moisturizer, but it's not full coverage. Like, I'm still seeing my redness peek through from my rosacea. But I will go in and see if you can build it up, cover it. Most foundations you can and not have a problem with it, with building. So we're gonna see how that is. And I'm gonna try to do a wear test. Like, I'm gonna check back in and let you know how it felt throughout the day. It's still pretty early. I believe it's barely 1. Try to build up the cheek area. That's my most problematic area. See how it looks. And of course, blend down the neck. Hey, that looks really nice. It's kind of reminded me of Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It's like an OG foundation. That was like the first one I've ever tried. It's definitely giving me Born This Way vibes, which I'm not mad about. I like that. It's really nice. I like the way the concealer layers over the foundation, and it did layer really nicely when I added that second layer to my cheeks. Gave it a little bit more coverage that I wanted. Even when setting it with this powder, it looks super nice. I like it so far. Quickly, I'm going to finish up the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with credits on the outer part. Edges to blend it out and go in the inner part. This is also new to me. I know it's not new in the makeup world, but this is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Spray. So I'm going to use this. I like to spray my face before I do mascara, lashes, set the brows, do the lips. I'm gonna use, what should I use? I'm gonna use Soleil. That's a pretty color, has like a peachy undertone. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. My skin looks really good, like after applying powder, blush, bronzer, highlight, and all that on top of the foundation. I feel like it looks so good. The coverage is nice. I love the finish. It's very lightweight. It obviously doesn't feel cakey, and that's because I layered it. I don't feel any cakiness. It feels nice. It has like a little bit of tackiness, but I like that. I don't mind it. Palette, I feel like this might be my new go-to palette. I can definitely create some neutral looks with this, and obviously some really nice glam looks. I'm excited to play with these colors here, which I will on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram and you will definitely see more looks of me using this palette. So this is what it's looking like in natural lighting. I'm outside by my garage. I think it looks pretty good. So I'll check back in a couple hours to see how it wears throughout the day. So it's now 6:46 and I've had my makeup on for over 5 hours now, and it hasn't budged. Only my lip, of course, because I mean I was eating. But other than that, the face looks really good. The foundation hasn't moved. It's only came off around this part because of my glasses, but that happens with every foundation I wear. Overall, I think it looks really good. I'm gonna check back in 2 hours, and that'll be my final check-in to let you know my final thoughts. At this point, it had been over 8 hours that I've been wearing the foundation, and as you can see, there has not been any smile lines appearing, which usually happens. And overall, it wore so beautifully throughout the day that I really loved it. And I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye!